Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me for this month's eXp Realty update and company introduction for the month of May 2018. It's an exciting month. We have a lot of things going on with the company. I can't wait to share this with you today. My name is Jeff Rubenstein, and I am super excited that you are taking the time to watch this presentation and learn more about this incredible opportunity for you, your business, and for your life. You know, the fact that you're even here right now watching this video about eXp shows that you're probably someone who understands that in today's business world, there are more opportunities than ever, and real estate's no different. So whether you're an agent, you run a team, or you're a broker, you are absolutely going to love what it is that I'm going to share with you today. So a brief history about me, and then we're going to move on to the company. I've been licensed since 2004. I've been with 5 different companies and 7 different franchises. I've been everything from a single agent, part of a team. I've built my own team more than once. I ran a national expansion team, and I've been a productivity coach. I've also been in around the business for a while, and I've been in the trenches with the big national brands as well as the small boutique firms. And one of the things that I've learned over the last 14 years that's really stuck with me and working with so many different companies is that we can all sell real estate anywhere. Clients don't choose us for the brokerage that we choose to partner with, and our brokerage certainly doesn't sell any homes. We do. We as agents are the ones who get the homes sold. So we choose to be with our respective brokerages because we feel that it's the best place for us to be at the current moment. I get it. Now, there is a new opportunity in the real estate industry for those entrepreneurial types who not only want to sell homes, but who also want to own a part of a company and help build the company to create some long-term wealth. So what we're going to cover today is I'm going to give you a detailed explanation of eXp Realty broken down into 5 sections, which you can see on the screen in front of you. So who we are, I'll start off by sharing some information about our CEO, Glenn Sanford. I'll briefly go over the company history and our growth numbers, as well as dig into the core values of the company. After that, we'll talk about our business model and how one brokerage model for the entire company works. We'll talk about training, support, agent ownership, and revenue sharing. From there, we'll talk about the eXp world. We'll go in and show you what the avatar looks like and how we go into the office each day. And then our eXp solutions will include all of the tools and systems that each eXp agent gets as an agent with the company. And then lastly, we'll talk more about the tools and provided to agents, mostly including the fees, costs, splits, and everything you need to know about joining the company. And then once I'm finished and you move on with your day, you're going to feel a little bit different inside about what's possible for you and your business and for your life. I know I certainly did once I was introduced to the eXp Realty. So who are we? eXp Realty is a unique cloud-based agent-owned real estate brokerage. One brokerage for the entire company. I'll get into some of the incredible benefits that one brokerage model affords real estate professionals in a little bit. That the company is focused on the use of cloud-based technologies in order to grow an international brokerage without the burden of the huge expenses associated with physical bricks and mortar and redundant staffing costs. So when it comes down to leadership, obviously everything starts and falls with leadership. It's about impact, influence, and inspiration. And Glenn Sanford here is the CEO. He embodies this type of leader and exactly what one would look for in today's modern real estate company. He's got a deep-rooted background in technology, especially with regard to internet lead generation. He was doing this stuff back in the 90s and then brought this knowledge into, oh, look at that, my workplace. We're going to talk about workplace is popping up here on the screen. I wasn't planning on that. Anyways, he was doing this stuff in the 90s, and then he brought the tech knowledge into real estate, where he built a large production team in just a very short few years. He's definitely a visionary. He sees real estate as something that is perfectly suited to benefits of ownership and income based on levels of production. So in 2009, he rolled out the company. And it's interesting. I've heard a lot of people ask about this new company. The funny thing is Glenn started it in 2009. He saw where technology was taking business and industry, and rather than wait for the real estate industry to catch up to the other industries, he decided to get ahead and launch what at the time was a futuristic type of company. Well, the future's here. And I remember meeting Glenn at an agent reboot conference. This was a tech conference in Denver in 2011. And he had a little vendor table in the back. It was just him and a sea of big vendors and national brokers. And little did I know what he was up to. By 2011, Inman had recognized him for one of the most innovative and influential people in real estate. Then in 2013, eXp Realty became a publicly traded company. And this was all with the intent to become an agent-owned company. Rather than getting really big and doing a large IPO, eXp quietly became public. And they did that by merging into a public shell so that we as agents could become company shareholders. And this was an unprecedented move in the real estate industry, and it's really fueled the massive success that the company is currently experiencing. Over the last few years, the agent count has doubled, expanded into Canada, and then most recently, eXp Realty was recognized outside of the real estate space by Glassdoor as one of the best places to work. Right now, eXp Realty employs over 200 employees all over the country who also work through the cloud-based environment. And then just last week, beginning of May, Inman announced that eXp Realty is a 2018 finalist for the most innovative real estate company. That was pretty cool. So growth, let's talk about growth for a minute. As you can see here, the growth of the company has been astronomical. And as I get further into this presentation, you're going to see some of the reasons for such explosive growth as we're seeing. Right now in May, we're at approximately 10,400 agents and counting, 49 states and Canada. Only one more state to go, and we'll have the entire United States. Crazy thing here is that in February of 2016, the company was at 1,000 agents. So just in just over 2 years, the company has gone from 1,000 agents to over 10,000 agents. And since January 1st of this year, eXp has grown by more than 54% and was recently ranked as number 7 in closed transactions for 2017 in RealTrends 500. eXp is now a player, no longer a concept or an interesting idea. People are starting to pay attention now. And the growth obviously is representation of exactly what's going on and what people are seeing. We'll get into some more details on that. Let's talk about core values for a moment. I believe these are super important as they shape the way in which a company operates and how the company makes decisions. When we all follow the same set of values and make decisions in our lives and our businesses that not only benefit us, but also benefit others, this is when we can make a big difference in our community. I actually wear a rubber bracelet around my right wrist that reads, "Live your core." And it represents my personal core values in my life. And one of them is fun. If we're not having fun doing what we choose to do with our lives, why are we doing it? Why are we doing it? We have to ask ourselves that. Just to point out a few values here, core values that I like. Agile, we're always in beta. We're always adapting. We're always growing. Things are always changing, and the company is always one step ahead of everything. Innovation, always looking at what's next, thinking big future thinking. And then, of course, collaboration. I think collaboration is huge. All being on the same field as agent owners, we have a responsibility to collaborate and share ideas and work together. I don't remember where I heard this, but somebody once said, with ownership comes responsibility. So thank you for whoever said that, because the natural and collaborative nature of how this company was built upon these foundational core values. And it truly does resonate through the entire company as you start to work through all of the systems, interact with a lot of agents, with leadership, training, everything that you can imagine. Each month, leadership's been focusing on one core value, and we really get into some incredible shares that benefit everyone. Here in May, our core value of the month is integrity. I like to say integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's looking, or doing the right thing versus being right. It's about doing the right thing. All right, we're going to jump into the business model here. I hope you're enjoying this so far, because what I'm about to share with you next is literally going to blow your mind on this revolutionary business model. Okay, one brokerage for the entire company. There's no franchise here anymore. There's no expensive franchises. Being part of a local brick and mortar franchise really does limit the agent's ability to learn and work from a network of other agents across the globe. And, because of the huge costs associated with the franchise model, there are very limited opportunities for growth and ownership within the company, as well as limited tools and resources that can ultimately be provided for agents. There's only so much that can be done in a franchise model. Now, with eXp, we work in the cloud. We have tons of live training, world-class support, collaboration, as well as revenue sharing and equity ownership in the company. I'm going to get into some more details in a little bit on how each one of those works. Cloud Campus. This is which we call eXp World. This has truly revolutionized the way that real estate agents go to work. Anywhere in the world, like where you are physically in the world, with an internet connection, and by cutting out the brick and mortar and franchise associated costs, the company can then reinvest in more cutting edge technology, as well as in tools and services to help benefit the agents, to help them sell more homes. I'm going to take you on a quick tour in a little bit, and if you'd like to come into the world and join me for a more in-depth tour, I would be happy to schedule that with you, a day and a time that works. I'll send you a link. All you have to do is meet me in there, and I can walk you through the entire eXp world. It's pretty cool. Live training. So right now there are over 20 hours of live training in the cloud every week. Everything from agent orientation to leadership meetings, lead generation, marketing tools, social media, and more, as well as all of the archived meetings and classes are also stored in the cloud to be accessed 24/7. Total support for agents in real time in the eXp cloud is an absolute gift to the industry. Rather than sending an email, a text message, or leaving a voicemail for someone when we have a question or an important need, eXp agents can get live support during the hours of 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as it shows there on the screen. There's no more waiting for the tech guy to get back to you, or your managing broker, or your coach. Just walk your avatar into tech services or any of the other applicable departments in the cloud, and someone will be there to help you right there on the spot. You have a question about a transaction, there's state-specific transaction specialists available to agents to help walk you through. So the real-time support is just fantastic too. International collaboration, being able to communicate and share with other top agents in the company across the planet allows us to build teams across states and provinces, and eventually across different countries with only one cap. So remember, this is one brokerage model. So for one, there's only one nationwide cap for teams. But if you're running a team in one state, to branch out into another state is simple. You don't have to go to a whole nother brokerage. You don't have to go through the whole state boards and licensing and everything. You'll need to obviously take care of those state requirements, but from a brokerage standpoint, only one brokerage. So it's been very easy for teams who have moved over. They're spreading into other states like wildfire right now, and it's really fun to see. So we also get to learn from one another across the country, which gives agents a wide range of information to make great choices and work referral business with one another. We can meet up in groups or individually in meeting rooms in the eXp world, whatever works best to collaborate most effectively for our agents and for our clients. Agent ownership. This is another important and industry disrupting benefit to eXp agents and their families. As a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange and soon to be NASDAQ, I believe the application went in March of this year. It's under the ticker symbol EXPI. eXp agents can be owners in the company. There's 3 ways that agents can earn stock in the company. There's actual shares of stock, not stock options. I think it's really important to understand that these are actual shares of stock, not options to the stock. So the first is equity awards, and these are ways that eXp awards agents with shares of stock for certain production accomplishments, such as 50 shares on your first transaction, when you fully cap, and when an agent sponsor closes their first transaction, an agent you sponsor. So there's an asterisk there. You'll see that's based on the shares awarded that will decrease at every eXp agent count benchmark. So for example, we just crossed the threshold of 10,000 agents. So the number of shares and equity awards just recently went down. The second way here is the Icon program, and this is way cool. And if you are a broker or if you have a team that does significant volume, you're going to love this. So pay attention closely here. You can be awarded up to $16,000 in stock after you cap, and then sell another 20 homes within your anniversary year. Now, this is where I wish they'd put in the slide with the cap requirements, so this would make more sense. But don't worry, I'm going to go over all the cap requirements in a minute to relate the cap structure back to the Icon agent program. I'll give you a little hint. The cap's $16,000. So if you're getting $16,000 back in stock, you're really not paying any cap. So again, if you're doing volume, this makes sense. So just know this, eXp is going to award high producers with enough money in shares of stock that it pays for almost the entire cap. So think about it. If you're a high producer or you have a team, you are bringing revenue to the company, and the company is going to reward you with more ownership in the company. And then lastly, there is the agent equity program, where you can have 5% of your commission from each transaction go to buying stock at the current price, yet at a 20% discount. How cool is that? Get to participate in having some of your commission going towards buying more stock at a discount. It's always good to be with a company where the agent has a voice in how the company operates and how the company makes decisions. So with eXp Realty, there is an agent advisory council. This is where the core value of collaboration really comes into play, as agent owners and senior leadership do work together to make the company better for everyone. Revenue share. There are two types of revenue sharing with eXp Realty. There is single agent revenue share and there's multi-agent revenue share. Now here with single agent revenue sharing, eXp agents can be paid up to 3.5% of the gross commission that comes from company dollars for each agent that you introduce to eXp. And then this amount caps at $2,800 annually. So if you sponsor an agent to the company and they cap, you are entitled to up to $2,800 for that agent for that particular year. This will make more sense when we get into some numbers in a minute. Also, I'll have another presentation with some eXp guests, one special guest from our leadership team who's committed to walking through this introduction with me. And we'll do a deep dive into the revenue sharing model then. I'm also going to be going into more detail about revenue sharing during our live events, which will be coming up in June. I am super excited, so stay tuned because there'll be some announcements as to when and where we'll be holding these live events. So, if you've listened this far, we've been on for almost 20 minutes. Something's resonating with you, and I'm sure there's questions that you have and you're going to want to know more. So let's continue with the multi-agent revenue sharing. This is where eXp agents have the opportunity to create a solid stream of income by helping to grow the company. And we do this by attracting quality, ethical, and productive agents. That's what's crucial. The productive part is incredibly crucial, because if there's no revenue coming into the company, there's no revenue for the company to share with the agents. So I'm not going to get into the specific details here necessarily on how the multi-agent unlocks. However, understand that this revenue share model rewards eXp agents in many ways and on many levels. Again, I'll get into more details on this in another presentation. So if you are interested in learning more about the multi-agent revenue share, how this unlocks, how to get 5 in your first level to open up the second level, and how that works on the annual revenue sharing, email me, send me a message back. I'll make sure to send you a personal invite to our explanation, to our class, anything that revolves around agent revenue sharing. The eXp world, what a super fun place to hang out. Go to a class or two, have a meeting with an associate or a client, or maybe you just want to take a break out in the courtyard, kick a soccer ball around over at the soccer field, or I don't know, maybe you're feeling really crazy and you want to take a cruise around the lake on one of the speedboats. You might think I'm kidding, but those are all possible in the world. We have that technology right at our fingertips, and we use it every single day. And this really is the real estate office of the future, folks. You know, you can be in the office whenever you want, and you don't even have to take a shower, get out of bed if you don't want to. You know, work in the cloud campus from anywhere at any time, get your job done, do what you need to do on your own time, at your own pace. Welcome to our world. You know, the campus is made up of a number of buildings and structures, just as you would see on a real world college campus, for example. So when you enter the world, there's an information desk, you know, right there at the top. You'll be able to ask questions, find out where you need to go, and so forth. And it's a great place to be able to get your day started right when you walk in, and be able to learn where you need to go. After a while, it becomes very easy to get around, you know, but sometimes it's a tech question, and other times it may be a leadership question. It just really depends on exactly what you are looking to do, and then the support staff can help you there. You know, the ability to work anywhere at any time is such a incredible benefit to real estate agents, and to be able to get to work for, you know, a company that has state-specific services is fantastic. You know, we're constantly on the go, and to know that we don't have to go to the office to get something, it's a massive, massive time saver. And it's good for the environment. See, there's another one of our core values is sustainability. We want to be a good steward of the environment. So like we're talking about here, this is an example of getting into the cloud. This is an avatar here. He's thinking about where he needs to go. There are boards throughout the world where you can see what's going on for the day with the classes, where the locations are. This is the tech outpost here. You have a question, there's the auditorium. And this is just an example of what the world looks like, and cruising around and seeing some of the different areas. There's a lounge area here. You can sit and meet with folks. You can say hello. Here's one of the tech classrooms. You can see this is more of a round table type of environment. Screens up on the walls, which are very interactive screens. Agent Services is a fantastic place to go for all of your questions. There's great staff there to be able to help you out. The auditorium is really, really cool. This is where some of the bigger events are. You can sit down in the front, you can stand up, you can move around. If you need to use the restroom, you can pause. It's just a fantastic environment to take classes. You can put on classes. eXp is always looking for folks who are looking to improve their businesses and maybe do some additional things in addition to selling homes there. All right, so the solutions here. Let's talk about the tools and services that are provided for eXp agents to help you run and manage every aspect of your business. And, you know, this is where a lot of agents are spending a tremendous amount of money on tools to run the business each month. So eXp Solutions this is everything that every agent gets with eXp. So the enterprise up top there, which you can see in the blue box, is like the mothership when it comes to your complete business integration. This is where you can access everything from your personal profile to your website, your CRM, the education calendar, training, investor relations, press releases, marketing material, you name it. All the production reports, cap status, as well as equity awards and revenue share are also available 24/7 in the enterprise. So there's no logging into multiple sites to check this, check that, and to run your business. It's basically a one-stop shop for your entire business and really to promote efficiency. Then there's SkySlope. This is the transaction management system, does all the same things as DocuSign or Dotloop, those types of software, totally paperless. See, there's more sustainability, which is one of our core values. Then there's also Workplace by Facebook. It looks like Facebook, smells like Facebook, sounds like Facebook, but it's only for eXp agents, employees, and staff. This was new to me, and now that I've had some time to use it, I see great value from the different groups, as well as the important information and announcements from the company and leadership. It's super useful. It's super fun. Hi, see, fun. There's another core value there. CRM and lead generation. Every eXp agent gets a choice CRM of either Commissions Inc. or KV Core, which is a new CRM product from Conversion. So again, the company is always updating with the latest and greatest technology to help all of us agents be able to run efficient and productive businesses. You also get a front-facing, consumer-centric, and customizable lead-generating website. And agents are certainly welcome to use whatever CRM and lead generation platforms they desire. This is what you get automatically as an eXp agent. The branding and marketing suite in the eXp Enterprise is amazing. They literally have everything and anything you can imagine to customize your branding material to represent you and your personal brand. eXp is very big on agents branding themselves and growing their own businesses. Agents also get a full breakthrough broker account for even more options, more marketing, and more business solutions. All right, this is probably what you guys are looking for. I went over the eXp Enterprise here. I went over SkySlope, Workplace by Facebook. Again, I went over that pretty quickly as well. Let's see. Whoop. CRM and lead generation, we did just talk about that. And marketing branding, went through that. Now, joining eXp, I'm sure there's plenty of questions that have been burning as to, well, how much does it cost? How do I join? And what have you. So eXp Realty is now a player in the real estate industry and no longer just a concept or an interesting idea. And people are beginning to pay attention, and agents, teams, and brokerages are moving to eXp because they see value and the incredible opportunity that's been created in the real estate brokerage model. Now, entire industries are taking note and commenting on what eXp is doing in the real estate space. And as one company said here, it was a trend, the Amazon of real estate. It's stuff like this that gets me really excited and inspires me to get this opportunity out in front of every real estate agent in the industry. Everyone needs to know about this and do a little bit more research and really soul search as to what is most important to you as a real estate agent, as a family person, as somebody who is really looking to improve the quality of their business and your life. So this is where I'm going to answer a bunch of questions. I'm sure they're burning a hole in your brain, or maybe you wrote them down and you're waiting for me to get to them. Commission and cap, it's an 80-20 split, $16,000 cap. After that, 100% for the anniversary year. Now you see the number one there. Cap transaction fees still apply. After you cap, there's a $250 transaction fee. Once you pay $5,000 into that, which would be another 20 transactions, you are eligible for the icon status, which awards you with $16,000 in stock. Do the math. That means you're not paying a cap if you're selling 20 plus $16,000 in cap money to the company. Standard costs, $99 startup fee. That's it. $99 get you started. The license transfer fee takes about 30 seconds on the website. Your MLS takes about a day to 2 business days to get that changed. $99 gets you business cards, gets your website set up, gets your CRM set up, gets you the Google suite of tools, everything for $99. After that, it's $50 a month for the technology fee. So everything I went over with the cloud-based campus, 20 hours of live training, on-demand training, recorded sessions, Facebook Workplace, on and on and on. It's only $50. There's a $420 a year eXp University fee. That comes out of your first closing of your anniversary year. It's a one-time fee. It basically allows for more innovation to continue to grow the cloud-based environment. $25 a transaction for your broker review, and then a $30 risk management fee. That's your E&O insurance. That's per transaction. So you can see the costs are very minimal for the value that comes back. It's just an incredible opportunity. Take a look even more. If you are interested in more information, you'd like to learn some more, please, please, please message me. I do want to share this opportunity in more detail with you, answer any questions, address any concerns, see what we need to do to get you aboard. You know, the ship has left the dock, and we can't ignore this great opportunity out there anymore. And I look forward to hearing from everybody. We'll be in touch with some more information on when the live events will be and some subsequent in-depth videos on more about eXp Realty. Thanks again. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye-bye.